Everybody, and welcome back to the MattKnows Podcast. Obviously, that's a combination of me, Mateo311, and my buddy, Steve Knows. What's going on, Steve?
Let's go. Well, Matt.
What's up? Welcome back. We have a special episode today. We're going to be showing off a special game. Steve kind of got me into this. I saw it. It looked really interesting, but Steve jumped on it first and sold me. The game is called Swarm, and we're actually going to be helping to support this game because we've played it, we think it's awesome, and we want to see it be successful. Steve, I'm going to spool up a video of the game. Why don't you let us know what the game's about?
Oh, yeah, sure. So it's got like a grappling mechanic, which is superbly implemented. The reason that I decided that I wanted to help with the game and also reach out to you, Matt, was because once I played the game, I was actually blown away. It was one of those things when I wasn't playing it, I was just thinking about playing it. It was that addiction. So I have no doubt that people were going to enjoy this game. So it's kind of like, it's got a very arcadey vibe to it, and you're in these arenas, in these stages, a bit like a retro game where you have stages and levels to get through with a boss at the end of each of them. And so you will grapple around the arena on these platforms that are placed around the place. So you'll grapple across those, and you can pull on this rope, and I don't know how they've done it, but you kind of like, you can feel the tension.
Yeah, the physics are great. You do, it does. It's like you feel that tension.
Down, you feel the tension, and you feel yourself like getting propelled up, and flinging yourself in the air. But you also have guns, and with those guns, you're taking out enemies that are flying around the place while swinging and avoiding getting hit. And the game is a challenge.
Yeah.
It's very well implemented, but it's a challenge as well.
Yeah, let me unstevify that for you guys, okay? So this is obviously a shooter, but it has this really crazy grappling hook mechanic. So you're going to be swinging around the map. I think the first thing that everyone will think of when they see it is motion sickness. Zero. Absolutely none.
It's very surprising.
Yes, there's not a speck of motion sickness. I was blown away. And this isn't having strong VR legs. This is just a really well implemented whatever they did in the background to prevent you. I mean, there's some other games that are crazy like that. Airborne has you flying around like a madman, and that doesn't make you nauseous at all. But this is wild. Yeah, so it feels great. Like you said, you have that tension. So this is a shooter with this crazy grappling hook mechanic, and it's not just a wave shooter. You know, every mission has a different objective. Sometimes you're going for a high score. Sometimes you have to fight a boss. The bosses are awesome. The bosses are crazy. And and there's a bunch of different weapons you can pick up. And like you said, it's challenging. I'm showing an alpha build right now on screen. That's the only trailer they have available. We've collected a lot of footage, but right now we can't officially release any new footage. I will say the game looks nicer than this footage, even though the alpha footage they have actually looks pretty great. But yeah, no, it's a solid game.
That, like, cell shaded art style, very animated. And if you've played those before on the Quest, you know how like they look so crisp and stunning.
Yes.
When you actually are inside the headset, and it plays incredibly smoothly.
Yes, plays fantastic. I've been playing it on the Quest too. But this game will be coming to PCBR also. I know their focus is Quest 2, or Quest, I should say. So their focus is Quest. But yeah, it's a solid experience. And you told me to play this. You said, like, I looked at it, I said it looks cool. But you were like, no, you got to try it. And you were right.
Yeah,
Once I tried it, I was like, yeah.
Before you make a decision, like, try it.
Definitely.
If you want to back something, you've got to be behind 100%. You're not, you've got to actually enjoy the game and be able to hold your hand up and say, this is brilliant.
Now, one thing that really stood out to me was the demo we got, which we know is actually a really old build at this point, we've been told.
Very old, like 4 months ago.
But the demo we were given, which is actually not just a small piece, it's like 18 different levels. I don't know how much we're supposed to be talking about, but I will say that it is super polished. Like, sometimes these developers are like, yeah, check out my build, the game will be ready in 6 months, and you're like, uh-oh. You're like, there's
a few. I don't want to mention any games, but there's a few games that even on release, it's like, uh-oh.
But I will mention a game like in the opposite, that it gave me the same feel. I was in the Population 1, beta testing for a long time, months before the game released. And when I first got in, I'm like, this game is ready to launch. Well, what are they talking about? What are they waiting for? Why is there no date yet? We at least need a date. And I felt the same here. You started playing this game, you're like, this is a complete game. It's good to go. What's the holdup? Now, as I've played more and put a couple hours into it, I see, okay, we could streamline the difficulty, which I know they're working on. There's a few spikes in there that might frustrate some people. I have no patience whatsoever. But yeah, overall, it feels like it's ready to go right now.
Yes, and they've got a really big update coming in the coming weeks as well that people can actually try.
Yeah, so that's actually something we should mention. You guys, will put a link to the Discord. You should go jump over to the Discord. Obviously, me and Steve are hanging out there, so you could chill with us. But I know the people who are in the Discord, they're giving out a free demo of the game too, and there's a sign up for the beta, so you could sign up for the beta and maybe get lucky and become a beta tester.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be sick.
Yeah,
you're gonna love it. I'm just confident. I'm confident people are going to enjoy it. It's going to be a rarity for those that come out.
There's been a few games. There's been a few games where you kind of just know, like. Not even the hype train when you've played them. It's one thing to be hyped about a game before it releases, but when you play a game and go, okay, I know it's good. And I think internally, all of us, we weren't allowed because of NDAs to talk about Population 1, but we were all kind of like, yeah, no, it's going to be successful. Like, we all had that feeling. And I think, obviously, I keep mentioning Population 1. This isn't anything like Population 1. This is a single-player game. With one day they're considering implementing some multiplayer aspect to this. But, yeah, it's a completely different game, but it just had that same sense of it's going to be good and that same sense of, like, polish off the beginning. Yeah. But we were talking.
They are looking into, as you said, looking into the multiplayer aspect, and I know in the Discord that's something that people really want because this game, the mechanics and the way it feels and the way it plays, just sounds so good. And I believe so. If they get enough support, I think like post-release, it's something that they're going to look into.
Yeah, and obviously that now that me and Steve are hanging around so much, we're torturing them with ideas. We're like, no, it needs this. No. The character should look just like Mateo 311. No, but speaking of the character, they did say that they're actually working on a full-fledged storyline for this game right now.
Yes, I think that's going to make such a difference because, as I said earlier, it's like it's got a very like arcadey sort of vibe to it. So you're doing a level, moving on to the next phase, another level, and finally actually tying in a story, and then that's part of that story is you transitioning. I think it's going to make such a big difference. I'm actually quite excited to see what they got.
It's those little extra touches that go a long way.
Yeah, it is exactly. It's just a small little sprinkle of salt.
Just give me a reason to be here. But the reason is killing these swarms of enemies, actually.
Yeah, the gameplay is just addictive. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
When I'm not playing it, I'm just thinking about I want to play it, and it's one of those things where people are busy with life. It's not, you don't have to invest like it's 2 hours playing. You can dive in, get your little fix, and then carry on with your day.
And there's some nice replayability there. I saw that there's mutators right now. So if you want to play the level where you just want to have fun, you could turn on things like some of the like infinite slow-mo, and you could adjust some of those rapid fire enabled. They stop your progression, and you don't hit the leaderboard when you turn them on, but it's just a little bit more fun, if you just want to have a little bit more fun with the game. But yeah, that was cool to see, and there's a reason to go back and play the previous levels. Besides the leaderboard, there's like secondary objectives. Like one of them was complete the level with exactly 1 hit point. That's not happening. There's no hit boss runs. Developers are nuts. Yeah, developers are crazy. No hit boss run.
Someone's getting it. Someone's gonna get it.
Well, someone in the Discord has already said they've earned that title.
He's got superpowers, that guy.
Yes. There's someone with superpowers. But speaking of superpowers, if you happen to be one of those people, if you are a playtester, we're going to be collecting footage from you guys, showing off some of your special moves. And if you're not, don't worry, because we're going to be running competitions for like everybody. So join the Discord. You should see more clips from me and Steve. We don't know what we're setting up just yet, but there definitely will be competitions that anyone could join into. We're going to give away some swag for this game, most likely. We're going to obviously... Yep, perhaps some Oculus Quests. I don't know. I don't know, but we'll see if we could throw some Oculus Quest at you guys, and yeah, some swag, and obviously there'll be some keys to be had at some point in time. Now, Steve, what what is the main takeaway from this game? What's the biggest thing that blew you away? I know the graphics are awesome. The gunplay is pretty cool. What's the one thing that hammered it home for you?
I think it's got to be that grappling mechanic with the action of shooting. It's just incredibly addictive and so well implemented. And every time I'm playing it, all I'm thinking about is all the potential and possibilities that they can go and take this with. It's one of the best grappling implementations I've played.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you said in the beginning. Like, it doesn't immediately feel intuitive when you lasso or grapple hook something and then have to pull it towards you to get tension on the cord. It doesn't immediately feel intuitive. You just feel like, oh, you shot it and now I swing like Batman. But that pulling causes this tension, makes the line more tense, and you can change the arc of your swing. And once that clicks in your brain, you're like, this is just fantastic.
You can swing around so fast, fling yourself up. It's just so badass and so cool. Especially like when you're going really fast, you'll fling yourself up to the top of the map.
Yes.
Slow motion, and you're just looking down. It's so good.
Yeah, like it's so funny because at first you're just treading water. You're like just trying to stay above water. At first you're just like you're gonna die. Like for the first 5-10 minutes, you're gonna like just keep falling in the water.
Yeah, I didn't mention that, did we? That if you stop grappling, you'll fall and you'll die.
Yeah,
so it's paramount to the gameplay that you
always keep swinging. Always keep swinging.
Yeah, always keep swinging.
And you can't, if you swing with too much of an arc, you would hit the water, and you can't hit. Well, one level has water. They're different on each level. One level's got lava. But so you can't come down, like you can't go super high and come down on a crazy angle. Even if you pull yourself in, there might be too much slack and you'll just skim the lava. So you can't do that.
Oh, it's not me.
Yeah. So I mean, it's crazy. And once your brain starts learning those mechanics, it just feels great. It really does. And like you said, I love to swing myself up really high and just look down. You feel like you're really high up. The game goes Icarus, and then you just start nailing people. But you got to remember, because now you're going down with so much force, you got to grab something and swing back up soon. Yeah, it's sweet. I'm pumped. I'm looking forward to this, guys. I think you guys better get on the Discord, join, hopefully get access to the beta.
Talk to us, provide some feedback. There's going to be a demo coming out in a few weeks. So yeah, join the Discord. You won't want to miss out. And I really, really do want to hear what you guys think about it. Because I've just me and Matt just been hyping in the Discord, and I want to share it with people.
Absolutely, let us know your feedback, because I'm a big pain, and I will nag the developers, and I'll be like, no, everyone's nagging me, so now it's my turn to nag you guys. You got to make it happen. But yeah, I think I don't think there's anything more to be said about Swarm. I rarely sit and hype things to this degree, because it's, I'm putting my stamp of approval on it, and there's always somebody out there who's like, no, whatever, they always want to disagree with you. But no, I have no issue putting my stamp of approval on this game, for sure.
Yep.
And I know you do.
Yeah, I do. It's all because
because you got me into it.
First, and I was like, Matt, you got to play it. Try it, Matt.
I was like, whatever. Steve, stop annoying me. But yeah, no, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you got me involved in this, and I'm pumped for what we see in the future. Hopefully we'll have a lot more footage to pop up rather than this old alpha trailer.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that was our quick little breakdown of Swarm. I hope we got you interested in the game, because it's pretty freaking awesome, and I'm looking forward to show you guys some more stuff in the future. Bye, guys.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.